Hey there, survivors. Cougar here, back with more Vane. We are still setting up our first house, our first little camp here. I got this a little bit more organized. Building materials, raw materials, scrap materials, wood items, tools and batteries, weapons, ammo, armor. We need to stock our utility cabinet. One thing we haven't done is check out the utility cabinet, and we got to put stuff in there. Wood scrap for now, in order to keep our base from decaying. So let me hold on. Weapons, ammo, armor. I picked up a bunch of zombie clothing so that when we have a repair bench, I can level up my repair skill by just fixing all these torn zombie clothing. So I'm just gonna store it for now and grab some wood scrap out of here and place it all in the utility cabinet. Today, what are we doing today? Today, we really got to just try to keep focusing on the base. To begin with, what we need is, well, we might go get a generator, and I know where to go for that. But we also are going to need a water collector, a rain collector. And for that, we're going to need plastic scrap, reinforced wooden plank, shouldn't be too hard to make. Screws we have. Our construction has to be up around 35 though, so I'm going to have to do more um, power leveling of construction by building campfires, which I won't make you watch. Reinforced wooden stuff. We have reinforced wooden rods. No, okay. So yeah, oh, that's what we also needed to do was go out and deconstruct stuff for iron scrap. We have hardly any iron scrap, and we're going to need a buttload of it. Let me just get rid of some of this stuff that I'm carrying around. We can get some iron scrap going right here, hopefully, making metal brackets. Dump a bunch of metal scrap into the workbench and make a bunch of brackets. Let's see how many we can make. We're going to need a bunch of brackets, and it's a good way to just kind of power level your crafting skill by just making a ton of them. So that's what I'm going to do right there. We'll let that go. We'll let that craft, and in the meantime, check my weight. My total weight's 111, which means I'm still carrying a bunch of crap around. Some of it is food. Let's get rid of some food here. Oh, I haven't slept yet. Shoot. Okay. Well, that'll only take a second, but let's get rid of a bunch of food. Oh, the bag of fries needs to go in the fridge. And everything else can go in the stove. Rice, canned stuff, chicken noodle soup. I'll keep all this stuff on me. The cooking oil can go in. All this stuff. The egg tray should go in the fridge. Organic meat and mac and cheese can go in there. Everything else will be fridge, or the detergent's going to go in here. Pronto, where's the Pronto? Oh, that Pronto is empty, but maybe we should bring that with us. Nah. To fill it up? No, we'll just find a new one. Actually, in which case I'll just dismantle that for plastic scrap. Oh, got scrap. Got nothing. We got nothing out of that. Okay, let's put you in here. The dairy cream bar can go in there. The egg tray can go in there. The eggplant can go in there. We don't need, I want to carry around some stuff that we don't need to cook to eat, but that's just for use in emergency. Put my water filters. I don't think we're going to need those. I'll put them in here just in case. And put the tea bags, where are the tea bags? In the stove. And let's have a quick nap here. And then get up and eat breakfast and go out and get ourselves a generator and break down a bunch of stuff for, oops, sorry, a bunch of iron scrap. Let's just sleep for... I don't want to waste the whole day sleeping. Let's just have a power nap. 2 hours. Let's check our medical status. We are no longer tired, drowsy or tired, so I guess that's okay. But we are hungry and thirsty, right? Oh no, we're okay on food. So let's just have some water before we go. That'll do. And let's get out of here and go get ourselves a generator. I think we'll be able to place a generator on top of this vehicle, I hope. I'm not worried about... Yes, our plants are dying or dead, but those were here when we moved in, and, you know, it's nice to have fresh food, but we don't really need it. There's so much lootable food out in the world that you really don't need food. Hang on, let me have a look at the map. Okay, so we are here, and we are going to... Let's go... Actually, I'm going the wrong way. We should go up around here. I'm going to where I know there are some generators, which is all around here on Parsons Knob. Yeah, so let's do that. So I got to turn around, go back up here. Hang on. Take a left at the main road, stay on that until we get to the Y intersection, and then south. And yeah, I went to build the rain collector last night, or just to see what I needed to build it. And we're gonna need a lot more iron scrap for that too. So I gotta get out there and be dismantling stuff for iron. No, I don't think that's worth visiting yet. It's so close to our home base, we can go there anytime. Let's try to stay on target and not get distracted. Get ourselves a generator so we don't have to worry about that when the power goes out. I also need to be on the lookout for jerry cans so we can fill up on gasoline to keep the generator fueled. I'm gonna try to drive a little bit sensibly here. We just repaired this car up into good condition. I don't want to be losing too much of the car condition just by being a stupid driver. Trying to keep an eye out for boars as we drive, because we always need the leather from the boars. The problem is these tree stumps look a lot like boars, don't they? Fox, hello Fox. He said, "Rawr!" He's got a hazmat suit. They're too heavy to wear around every day. We only need those in emergencies. Anything in there that we can't live without? Not at this stage. No. Plenty of iron scrap in here, probably. No, stay on target, stay on target. Well, oh, there's a boar. And we have a gun, right? Yes? Oh, we only have 4 rounds left. Should be enough for this guy. Try to headshot him. That's it. We're out of bullets. Skin it with the fire axe. Yes. Nothing, 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 nothing. And 3 hard leather. Nice. I could get some meat off of him too, but we've got all that wolf meat in the fridge if we really need meat. Let me just put that raw leather in here so it's not weighing us down. Thank you, boar. There's a deer. He doesn't give us leather, though. He'll give us meat if we need it. There are probably generators closer than where I'm going, but I know for a fact that there are plenty of generators up here where I'm heading. So let's just stick with that. We could also, actually, I just thought of this, but why don't we go ahead and fill up the car while we're out here too? There's a gas station right around here. The generators are the other way, but I'm going to fill up the car. Turn off. Oops. Nope. I did not want to search that. I wanted to get out. I think how this works is there are multiple ways to do this, but I'm going to fill tank from gas pump. And I think the jerry can that we found last night that we put in the trunk, I think that's full. Yeah, that's full. Okay. Is there anything to deconstruct while we're here? I mean, all those shelves in there, those will all give us metal scrap or iron scrap. So as long as we're stopped, why don't we do that if we can? 11 iron scrap. That gave us iron scrap, aluminum scrap, and yeah, hi. Yeah, I should have checked for bad guys before we started on this. I don't think there's any reason to. That was a lot of iron scrap from that. Yes. I could. I'm gonna pick this lock. We could just break the window, but I need to level up my lock picking, so. And lots of food in here, but it's not really food that we're interested in. Well, any canned goods I'll take. And the chicken noodles. Although I haven't figured out how to cook the chicken noodles yet. Oatmeal's good. I don't want any of this fast, like, junk food, though. We got plenty of that. Okay, then let's just destroy the shelf. And, oh, that gave us plastic scrap. Iron scrap. Not much, though. Only 3. 10. And 2. Okay. Not great. Hazelnuts, corn chips, screws, plastic, aluminum and iron. Okay. There's gonna be drinkables and food in there, but no good magazines. Let's destroy that rack. Getting some iron, but not a ton. We don't need anything off the tobacco shelf. I'm just gonna destroy it. Oh, that gave us a lot of iron scrap. Good. And screws. And aluminum. Stop hitting the window, lady. Ice cream, insulated flask, large water bottle. Take the large water bottle. Ice cream, no. That's a good idea. I should check back in here for large water bottles. Those are valuable. Useful. Soda bottles, a lot of soda. A lot of soda. Did she get through the window? No, she just stopped. A regular water bottle, soda, large water bottle. Soda, beer bottle, soda, autosave. Soda. Okay. Okay. I could destroy these shelves. Let's do that. Screws, aluminum and iron, iron and screws, iron and screws, iron and screws, and aluminum. Good enough. We out. I'm heavy now. Hello, are you stuck on my car? Get away from my car, please. Oh, that's right. That's what I also meant to do. Was turn this bat into a bat with nails in it, but I forgot. Hang on. Nope, I don't. Before we leave here, let's dump all this stuff we just picked up into the truck so it's not weighing us down. We're already a bit heavy. And we are off in search of a generator. And so there's a campground up here where basically every cabin has its own generator sitting outside. So we can just steal one of their generators. And we might even, even though we're kind of far away from building a battery, we could steal a solar panel too. But we're light years away from actually making a battery to store that power. So where are we? I think we keep going. I think we're going down here. Because we're going up there. See up the top of that? That's where the campground is. Turnoff should be right around here somewhere. Did I go too far? There's a turn up ahead. Yeah, this is it. Okay. It loops back around. I think there's also, yeah. You know, as long as we're here, before we go up and get the generator, there is a construction shop here. And they might have some good tools for us. Did I pass it already? I might have passed it. No, this is it up here, I think. Yeah, this might have a lot better tools than what we're using right now. If we're where I think we are. It should tell us. No, this isn't what I was thinking of, because it's what I'm thinking of is a named place, so it should have a name. We passed what I was thinking of, I think. But I might be able to find some good stuff in here. Regardless, let's Let's break that fan down. It might be aluminum, but it might be electrical and plastic. Okay. There's some iron scrap. Oh, a clock. That'll come in handy. The keyboard. There's a little bit of plastic. One plastic. Another clock. Another keyboard. Heavy bolts, rubber scrap, welding wire. None of that's useful. Folding chair, folding table, lunchbox, rotten chips. To destroy this table. For plastic and springs. Rubber scrap, schematic for scissors. I can actually read that. Can now make scissors. An industrial driver. Now, we already have some kind of driver. We have a powered driver, right? Bolt cutter, cell phone, combination pliers, cross extruder, electric driver. The industrial driver is better. I'm going to take that. And a lithium battery. And 1 bit. Matches, level. A lot of wood scrap here. Let's take a minute. Nails, too. I mean, wood scrap's not hard to come by if you want to go chopping trees, but we're standing right in front of this huge stack of wooden pallets. Might as well take it for the nails as well. No, I'm not going to dismantle anything else unless we see something that's going to give us a bunch of stuff. Light bulbs? No, but I'll take the torn wires. Well, another flashlight. I might need those light bulbs, actually. Portable radio, clock. That clock, just our batteries are fine, but let's just get rid of that clock and pick up the one with the better battery. And what we can do then is put the clock. The clock is going to be more useful in our utility slot than the temperature gauge. So now we can actually tell what time of day it is in the upper right-hand corner. And that clock's even better shape, the battery is, but not worth swapping it again. I think we are done here. A lot of stuff to be broken down if we really needed to. Let's not get too sidetracked. We are very heavy now. Moving very slowly. Yes, we need that stuff. Don't need any of that. Ugh, this is me jogging. I'm so heavy. Scrap, scrap, scrap. Bolts, light bulbs, nails, plastic, limestone, screws, springs, torn wires, wood scrap, wooden planks. And the rest of this we're going to keep. Actually, we don't need the lithium battery. I mean, we don't need it on us. Ooh! I hit something. So we found one good tool in there. That wasn't where I thought we were. But when we drive back out of here, I think that up ahead, up there, I think is the construction shop or place where we might be able to find some really good tools. So we'll check that on the way out of here. Is that a boar? Oh, but I have no, we should have brought that shotgun. Shoot. Let's see if I can kill this. with a melee weapon. Do we have any ammo left? None. No, gosh! Oh, no! No. Are you stuck? What's happening? Oh my gosh. Okay, that worked. Process. Skin with fire axe. You know, we've got to have a better skinning tool. Yeah, we've got this knife. Let's try that. Might give us better results. Skin with the bread knife. Yes. Attempt. 2 hard leather. 1 hard leather. That's it. That's good. That's a lot of good stuff out of there. Okay, let's put the bread knife back. Oh, we got an extra baseball bat on us. I'm carrying 3 different melee weapons for some reason. Oh yeah, and the raw hard leather. Good. Well, there's a generator. And all of these cabins are going to have good stuff in them, but most of it, if not all of it, is going to be behind locks that I would have to pick. And I think I only have like 2 or 3 lock picks left. I don't think we're going to be able to do the generator and the solar panel in one trip. What's happening? Just trying to get this centered up a little bit so it's not causing too many problems. Yeah, we'll go look at the solar panel, but I don't think we're going to be able to actually do anything with it on this trip. We'll have to come back for it. Are you stuck behind the door? I hate messing with you guys and doors. Yeah, see, it's a very simple lock, but I only have 3 lock picks, so I really can't afford to break any of them. Arrows, ski goggles are probably provide a little bit of water resistance. Yeah. I'll take the battery, leave everything else. We're not going to search every single one of these. Maybe just the 2 right here near where we stopped. I'm very hydrated. I don't need any water. Soda, I'll pick up some soda. Homestyle Cooking Volume 1. Don't need a mask. Should I pick this? Alright. There's not going to be anything in there, but at least we get a little XP. Shorts and snow pants. Not worried about the weather just yet. A GPS with 100% battery. Didn't we find a GPS already? Well, we have the map. I don't think I'm even going to use this GPS. I'll hang on to it, but a map works just fine for me, and I have my phone. So if I need GPS, I can use the phone. No, I'm making too many mistakes here. This is gonna break. Oh, nope, maybe not. Potato seeds, no. Large water bottle, yes. Bleach, bandages, sponges. Oven dish we have. Homestyle Cooking Volume 1, we already picked one of those up. Swimming goggles. Yeah, all these cabins are going to have locks to pick, which is going to be slow and boring. So I think we'll just call it after this. Ooh, a hiking backpack. That was worth it. That is better than the gym bag that we're using. So let's wear that. And I'm going to leave the arrows because we're never going to use a bow, I don't think. Balaclava. Nope. Okay, we're good. We're out of here. Okay, we'll go look at this solar panel up here, but I don't think we're going to be able to put it and the generator on top of the car. We'll have to come back for the solar panel, I think. Another RV. Oops. See up on top of that building right there? Here at campgrounds, these places are usually off the grid, so they're making their own power here. We'll at least move it down to the ground to make it easier to get next time we come. Because I don't think we're going to be able to put both of these on here. I mean, we can try. That is gonna fall off the minute we start moving. All right, hang on. Let's see, this would be great to do if we can do both of these. Oh shoot! Was that? I just had something say that it was decaying. I think it was the generator or the solar panel because they're considered part of the base, but they're not at the base yet. Okay, that works. And maybe will this fit underneath here? Yeah, okay. Cool. Now if we drive carefully, that should all come with us. Yeah, we just don't want to be slamming on the brakes or tearing around corners. I mean, we don't have to drive at a snail's pace. We just got to be careful not to slam on the brakes, especially I think there's a big downhill up here. Yeah, we got to be careful at the bottom of this hill. Or that solar panel could come flying off. Just keep our speed manageable down here. We won't have to drive this slow all the way home. It's just here on this hill. I'm going to be really careful. So this is the road we came up to the cabins on. It looped around. And now we're back. Heading out to the main road. So now we have a solar panel and a generator. What we really our long-term goal now is going to be building a battery to actually store the power that the solar panel is going to be generating. But that is going to take quite a while. You're not a runner. Nope. Rick's Construction. Yes, this is where we want to look. Let me just see. I feel like I'm very heavy still. Dump some stuff in here. We don't really need all these melee weapons. Store the bat for now. The bulletproof vest we're not even wearing. The riot helmet we're not wearing. The gym bag we no longer need at all. In fact, I can just dismantle that. Oh, it's a lot of food is weighing us down. Put all this canned stuff away. Yeah, I hear you. Here, have a marshmallow spear. I don't think the marshmallow on a stick is actually supposed to be a weapon, because it doesn't work very well as a weapon. Oh, look at this. All these large water bottles are weighing me down. And the soda. And all these batteries. Yeah, hopefully we're going to be picking up some heavy stuff in there. So let's get rid of as much as we can. I'm carrying around a watering can for some reason. Clock stays. I don't know why we have a newspaper. Sponge can stay. Oh, much better. Much lighter. This will have good stuff in it. We'll get that on the way out. Let's check inside first. Yeah, when the zombie apocalypse comes, guys, just be aware there's going to be a lot of lockpicking involved, apparently. Thermometer we don't need. These are aluminum. Yeah, might get iron, maybe. Aluminum and plastic. Aluminum. Staple gun we already have. This is all plastic. Oh, rubber. Okay. Duct tape, always need duct tape. No heavy tools yet. Combination pliers, wood axe. Basic driver, crosshead scriber, don't need any of this stuff. I mean, all this stuff can be dismantled for iron, but I'm looking for the big ticket items as far as the iron goes. I don't want to be dismantling a million different things. We don't have a jigsaw yet. Bring that. I don't know what that's needed for. I haven't actually built anything that required a jigsaw. But now we have one. We have not found any good tools yet. There's a locked tool bench. Maybe this will have something good. Circular saw blade, but no circular saw. Screws I'll take. Don't need another mini sledge, although that might give us a bunch of iron. Oh, we can't dismantle it. We don't have the right tool. There's a circular saw. I'll take that. That's for cutting, powered cutting. One blade. And a bunch of screws. Nice. Okay. We're getting some stuff. This will not be iron scrap, but electrical and plastic still valuable. Duct tape, yes. Nails and screws, good. Nothing. Hard hat, nothing. Okay, that was wasn't too bad. We found a circular saw and a jigsaw. And salvaged nothing from that. Yeah, see, this has more storage than our vehicle, but it drives like a tank. I mean, this is much more nimble. So stick with this. And put some of those heavy tools in here for now. A bunch of them we need to be able to break stuff down, but a bunch of them we don't, like the jigsaw. We're going to be driving home in the dark. It's not good. So many locks to be picked. Anybody home? No? Okay. Thread, sure. Hammer, pliers, no. Can I dismantle this stuff for iron? Yes. That's a fox. What the fox say? Nothing. That is a big pile of limestone bricks. I don't think we're going to be building any fortifications, but the limestone powder might come in handy for building stuff like a charcoal maker. Charcoal kiln. I think you need concrete stuff for that. Concrete mix. Torn wires. Circular saw blade, jigsaw, mini sledge. Don't need any of this stuff. Duct tape, torn wires, and many drill bits. Nothing. Can't do anything with that. Can I destroy this? For aluminum and iron. In which case, let's do this one too. Plastic, aluminum, electrical, scrap, plastic, and that's it in here. Except for maybe this. Iron. And screws. Okay, I think we're done here. These can be destroyed for a bunch of iron, I think. A bunch of, stuff, but I also picked up crap. I picked up a bunch of stuff that I don't want. All this rotten stuff. I should have cleaned that out first. It doesn't matter. Before or after, either way. Get out. A lot of iron there. 34 iron from that and 44 or 40 from the previous one. Let's just see if there's anything in the back here. Hey, a full jerry can. Now we have 2 jerry cans. 2 full jerry cans. Yep, we'll take all that and all that. Good. And ready to go home. Lights on, high beams, ignition, zoom out. Careful. kind of a long drive home in the dark, folks. I hope I'm not too tired. You know, we can just pull over and sleep anywhere, basically, but as long as it doesn't get too dark, we'll try to continue on tonight. Looks like clear skies. Should stay relatively easy to see. I would call that a successful looting endeavor. We got a generator, we got a solar panel, we got lots of iron scrap that we needed lots of. And a bunch of other good stuff. A couple of tools that we needed. I think I just missed our. Did I just miss our turn? If I did, we'll have another opportunity right up here. Where are we? Did I take a wrong turn there? Oh, stuff's just taking forever to load in. Or no, that should be the gas station there. But there are no... The gas pumps haven't loaded in. What's happening? Are we not where I thought we were? Or is the game just struggling to load stuff in? There we go. That was weird. Not sure why that was happening. But we're on the right road now. I've never seen that happen before, where stuff just wasn't loading in. That was weird. And I think the fog is actually going to help us. It's going to make it a little bit easier to see for now. Yeah, this is why I usually take that early turn, because it gets a little twisty-turny going up that hill. And you know what? I don't really know where the turnoff is to our new base. So I'm going to have to stop and check soon. Just wait and see if stuff starts to look familiar. Well, these twists and turns look familiar. I think we're getting close. That... I don't know if the sound is dropping out for you too, but... something's struggling. Alright, map check. We came up around here, that's where the gas station was, we're traveling along here. I really need my first big turn off to the right. No, not that, not that. Past around the lake. I'm never going to find that. We may have to turn on our GPS. Oh, crossing the railroad tracks. That gives us a good idea, so we're right there. So, past this next turn off, and then the second right after the major intersection. It's getting really dark now. That's the major intersection. That's the first turn off. around the top of the lake. The lake's on our right. And some military jets are flying overhead. And is this the second turn off? Nope, that is a parking lot. Hey, Bambi. Or Bambi's father. It's so dark, I can't see. I think this is it. Yep, we made it. Success! Lights off. Engine off. And to move this. I don't think it really has to be in the sun. What it has to be is relatively close to the fuse box. So let me remind myself where the fuse box is. Isn't it weird that this house has no basement that I've found? There's the fuse box, okay. So now we know where the fuse box is. I can put this anywhere. It's right in the middle of the house, so. Yeah, no washer dryer here. That is a little bit strange. We can always bring one over. But it is unusual for a nice big house like this to have no fuse box. Or, excuse me, washer dryer. Fuse box is back here. That should do. That should do. And we have no battery to hook it up to just yet, so I'm not going to even bother doing the electrical connections. If the electricity does cut out, then we'll worry about making the electrical connections to keep stuff powered. For now, we're fine. Okay, so we made a bunch of those things. Let's check. We have 22 hours left before decay. We really should put some more scrap in there. Let's dismantle that entire stack of planks for lots of wood scrap and put the wood scrap in the utility cabinet. Oh, we need electrical scrap now too because we've added some electrical stuff to the base. But we have a bunch of that. There's a little bit for now. And the wood scrap, you can take it back out. So we'll use this as our wood scrap storage, really. And we should have more electrical scrap here. There's 36. Okay. Now we're good for 910 hours. Oh, I changed one setting when I started this. So it's hard difficulty, but the utility cabinet doesn't eat materials quite as fast. It will eat like what it needs every 24 hours instead of every 4 hours. So that was my one concession. Even though I'm on hard difficulty, I did change that one thing. Okay, I am heavy. Let's get even heavier moving stuff out of the car. The bulletproof vest can come, helmet can come, air tank can stay, all this canned food can come. I'm going to leave one water bottle in here for emergencies. Aluminum scrap, cloth scrap, duct tape, heavy bolts, iron scrap, light bulbs. I am carrying too much, but this is good for my strength. Walking over encumbered is good for my strength. Scrap. Aluminum, cardboard, cloth, duct tape goes elsewhere, electrical scrap, heavy bolts goes elsewhere, iron scrap, a lot of iron scrap, good. Limestone powder goes elsewhere, plastic scrap, screws, thread, torn wires. Okay, a bunch of this goes in building materials, the concrete, the duct tape, the heavy bolts, the screws, the thread. I might even put the, yeah, I'm going to put the light bulbs in there for now. And then raw materials, get all the limestone stuff, the powder and the raw. Weapons, ammo, armor, you get the bulletproof vest and the riot helmet. I could be wearing that, it's just it's not in great shape. I'm gonna switch to that, the riot helmet, instead of whatever I was using. The firefighter helmet. We'll hang on to the firefighter helmet for now, just in case that riot helmet breaks or something. Get rid of a bunch of food. All the canned goods, soup, chicken noodles need cooking. Anything that needs cooking. We've got some regular water bottles in here. I'm going to swap those out for the large water bottles. 3 large water bottles in there. Oatmeal in there. We'll have that for breakfast tomorrow, I think. And then keep the rest of this water stuff either in the fridge or in the car. Okay. Sun's coming up already and I didn't sleep at all. I gotta get to sleep. But what we were trying, all of this was so that we could build a rain collector. And to do that, I'm gonna need plastic scrap, which we have, reinforced wooden planks, which I think we can make here because we made a bunch of metal brackets. Yes, we have 19 metal brackets. Then we just need wooden planks and screws, both of which we have. But we're going to need a heavy cutting material and a screwdriver in here. And we need to actually increase our crafting a little bit before that can happen. So we brought back a bunch of iron scrap. So let's just power level our crafting by making a bunch more metal brackets. Put the iron scrap in here. And as many metal brackets because we're going to need all these. Let's craft 20 of those. And hopefully that'll get our crafting up a bit. In the meantime, I'm also going to go out and do some more power leveling of my construction. To do that, I'm going to need a few logs. And a bunch more scrap. Now let's just take some scrap out of here. And now I'm just going to, I skipped this last time. I had to do it a bunch, but I only have to do it a couple of times right now, so hopefully. So I'll just let you watch me power leveling my construction and my crafting and my dismantling by building a bunch of campfires and then destroying them. Ah. Not quite. Need a couple more. Hang on. Mechanical's going up because we're doing the crafting inside. My construction, there we go, 39. Let's get it to 40. There we go. Should really get it to 50, but we can do more of this. I can do more of this on my own. I won't have to make you watch me just build lots of campfires. It's not, you know what? It's not really like cheating or exploiting. It's everybody does this. That you just have to do that to get your construction up without it taking forever. You know, because you need to build stuff immediately. You need to build a bunch of stuff immediately. Let's get a bunch of planks. And what was the other thing we needed? Screws. Screws are in building materials. Dump all of those in the crafting bench. Screws and planks. Now we can make reinforced wooden planks. We need, what did we need? 5 of those or so. Let's set that and craft the reinforced. Oh wait, we need heavy cutting and screwdriver, both of which we have. Heavy cutting could either be the bolt cutters or the circular saw. Let's do the bolt cutters. I think that counts as heavy cutting. Yeah, and a screwdriver, which I should probably get another screwdriver from the shed and leave this one in here. Now we can make 5 reinforced wooden planks. Let's run out to the shed and see if we can grab another screwdriver. Yep. Flathead, crosshead, flathead. And utilities, rain collector. We need a basic stapler. We have a staple gun. Plastic scrap, reinforced wooden plank, and screws. We need some screws. And we need some plastic scrap, which we have plenty of. And we need the reinforced planks. And what was the other tool we needed to build this? A basic stapler, yes. Which, what did I do with that? Did I put that in with the tools and batteries? Staple gun, that works. Okay, cool. Now we are semi-self-sufficient on water. Well, we will be in a minute. Yeah, if it's just one of us, so we should. I'm going to kind of put that on an angle so that we can actually hook it up to the. Yeah. Hook it up to the sink eventually. I know it's facing the wrong way because we want to. Should we? Hey, we can actually. Let's jumpstart this by filling at least one of these tanks. We'll fill 2 of these tanks from the sink right now. And then see how quickly we can. Because we're so close to the sink, it's allowing us to do this. If we were farther away, the sink's just on the other side of this wall. So, should we fill all 3? Why not? I also, because I have some screws and some plastic scrap on me, we may make some more water storage in here. Can we make some actual fluid barrels? Yeah, let's do that. We're out of something. I'm missing plastic scrap. We've used up all our plastic scrap, but we can fill this up from the sink as well. Now we should be good to go on water. All we need to do is stock up on fuel to power our generator, and we have 2 jerry cans already. I didn't look to see whether this had fuel in it when we picked it up, this generator. Extract to item, pour into. Item is already full. Okay, cool. So let me just put this jerry can down next to that. Oh, I'm carrying 2. But one of those should stay in the car, right? Did one, or did we find 3 altogether? No, we have no jerry can in here. Okay, so this jerry can should stay here. Okay. All right. I mean, that's that's kind of the game right now. Like that. Like we're basically done. There's lots of exploring to do, but within the first couple of days, we are self-sufficient on water and we're self-sufficient on power, and that's really the major stumbling blocks when it comes to building a base. I noticed that our time to decay has decreased significantly, which probably means there are more requirements for the cabinet here. Yeah, so lots of plastic scrap needed, but that is not hard to come by. That's our last 100 that I'm going to put in here now, but you can find plastic scrap basically everywhere. So good. Now we're back up to 814 hours until our base starts to fall apart all on its own. Okay, and we're even more energy self-sufficient because we have the solar panel. So the next thing that we would need to worry about would be a makeshift battery for this. And that requires, we're going to need a lot more stuff going on. Because we're going to need to be able to make our own components. And we're going to need much higher stats on basically everything before we can build that. Construction has to be higher, electrical has to be higher, and mechanical has to be much higher. So we're gonna have to wait to build that. And then car battery wise, we can find 3 of those, no problem. Components, we're gonna need 8. We have to make those at an advanced workbench, which means we have to build that. Scrap metal pipe, scrap metal sheet, we also need an advanced workbench for. So, all that survival game type stuff needs doing. But the basics are taken care of. So I think at this point we're going to call it an episode. I don't know that I'm going to do more, honestly. It's a good game, but it's early access, and it's there's not a lot of fun. It's not a very fun game to play. I think that the multiplayer aspect of it is where the fun comes from. And I'm just going to be playing solo, so I don't anticipate I'd much rather be playing Surround Dead, which is a much more fun game to play if I'm going to be playing zombie survival at this point, an early access zombie survival game. So maybe we'll do more of this, maybe we won't. Maybe after the next big update, we'll do some more, something like that. But thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe, survivors.